Hi everyone, I'm Sam. Let's play some dating games. Today is May 12th, 2026. It is Tuesday. Everyone's looking at Wordle number 1788. We're gonna have to be a bit speedy today as I took too long of a nap and it's almost midnight, so we gotta be quick. Okay, what letter are we looking at? U, okay. You. Let's go quickly to with the U words. That haven't been done before. Not many, I reckon. Let's keep going. STU. Okay. Uncut, unity, unset, unwed, urine, utile. Okay, let's do uncut. We're gonna do that. Oh, okay, so just the C. We could start with the C. Maybe I'll do clear. Can I make things clear? Oh, no, I thought it was clear. CL. Could it be click clock? Clock, I'm on the clock. Oh my god, it actually was. I can't believe it actually was clock. I fully thought that it was gonna be some. Okay. I'm stuck. Let's quickly go to Calco. Today's answer is clock. I started with uncut, which is surprisingly really good because gave me that C. Only 246 purple guesses, pretty good, and then clear, obviously also really good. Narrows that down to 5 purple answers, so it could have been click, cliff, climb, clock, and clock. So 1 out of 5, pretty good. I'm not gonna go into which ones have been done before. I'm gonna assume that clock hasn't been done before, but let's just check real quickly for clock and only clock because I am clock. Oh, so it has been used before. 2021. I see that was a long time ago, so it makes sense that they reused it. But wow, that was really lucky. Yeah, nice number there, 133 guess off. Let's move on to connections. Well, we still can 10 minutes to, oops, let's see here. Something wrong down here. Okay, I'm gonna go try to refresh, get the connections again. Hopefully this time it works. Okay, we are playing the May 12 puzzle, number 1066. 10 minutes till midnight. Okay. Today's 16 word / phrases. We've got weekend, rando, Paulo, Francie, Johns, Monica, work, wonk, tome, Salvador, division, volume, distance, opus, realm, and Petersburg. I guess like Sao Paulo? Maybe something like that. Could be like Paul, Frank, don't know, like John, and then could be oh man, a Tom, John, Frank, or maybe Peter. I have no idea. Could be one of like the male names. Okay, let's move on for now. Weekend division, long weekend, long distance, long, long. This is words that I could say long. Long work, long wonk. I don't think so. Long volume, or long round, long focus. I don't see how these didn't work for long though. Okay. I guess I could. Sure. John Paul Peter. Is there a Ringo? No. So I was thinking about the Beatles, but I don't think the other guy. Is there a guy named Peter? No, he's not. It's John Paul, Ringo, and George. Anyway. Okay. Which one definitely not. I think it's either gonna be Frankfurt, Petersburg, Saint Petersburg, El Salvador. Could be. Oh, if not, what is what is this gonna be then? What is that? If this is right, the names from the male names, then what's Frankie gonna be? Francis, San Francisco, no. No, get to try, I guess. Rushing now. It's not okay, so I guess it's a red herring. St. John's. St. John's? Did they say that? St. John's. It's a plural. John's. Okay. Rando. Men at work. Long work. Would you say that? A tome, a volume. I guess you could say a work. An opus, I think, a piece of some kind, a written piece, maybe. Try that. Okay, substantial book. It's a really huge written piece. Okay. Weekend. As I think long weekend, long division, long distance, long johns. Got it. That's the one. Okay. Long things. Okay. So we sell lots of doors. Seven. Random. Wonky. It feels like it definitely is part of something, right? Oh wait, no. Rand, franc, round. They end in sorry, no, they start with currencies, foreign currencies. There we go. So, and then these are the they all start with actually saint, but in different languages, like I think so. Or are they just the South? No, that's not saint either, is it? St. Petersburg, Santa Monica. That's El Salvador. There's no saint there. Okay, probably just second parts of cities then. Capital. Second parts of no, but Santa Monica is not a capital city. It's just a city. Maybe second parts of cities. Say that perhaps. Oh no, it is Saint Cities. Oh, okay. So I was right. Okay, so right about that. But I talked myself out of it. But yeah, there we go. Okay, let us. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna come back to this to discuss this, but let's just play the bonus game for today before it refreshes and we get the different plots. Okay, it's called How Many? How do you play it? Give me another answer in 6 or less. After each guess, you'll see a hint. It's either a minus. No, wait, no. You see a hint. Up arrow means you guess too high. Down arrow means you guess too low. The feedback color tells you how close you are. Orange means you're within 50% of the correct answer, getting warmer. Red means you're more than 50% away, still far off. Hit you guys within 20% of the real answer to win. Okay. How many flowers can a bee visit in a day? Oh, that's tough. How many flowers can a bee visit in a day? I think that's. I don't know why they come from Brazil, Malaysia. Okay. But that's a lot, I think. It don't fly to a lot. I'm actually gonna do 200, whatever reason. Too low, guess higher. Guess higher? Oh, geez. So it's at least gonna be more than 50% than that. Let's do 500 then. Wait, what is that? Okay, so there's a hint. 5 to 10 flowers per minute while active. Okay. Too low, guess higher, way higher. Okay, wait, 5 to 10 flowers. Okay, let's just say 10 flowers per minute in a day, but they're not active the whole day, are they? So, oh my god, what about like 10,000 is crazy, but too high. Yeah, it figures. 1,000? Too low, guess higher. Oh, oh, still 3,000. Oh, nice. Oh my god, the answer was actually 3,000. So I was on the money. Okay, because I figured that if 1,000 is still too low, and that's gonna be at least 50% more. So I was like, no, it's more than 2,000. So I was like, I'm gonna guess 3,000. So there we go, narrowed it down eventually. So, I mean, it's between 1,000 and 10,000, I suppose. So that's something. And I guess I'm thinking about this 10,000. If it's 50% too high, that would be within the range of 5,000 and 2,000. So I guess 3,000 is a good compromise, close enough. Okay, we've got it in 5. All right. Now we are safe. It's not midnight. It's 3 minutes to midnight. So I have time to go look at connections. Let's discuss the answers now. So yellow, I did get full. Okay, so let's look at the colors here. I did get fooled. Rainbow herring with the guys' names. I know. I just want to make it work. I know it was silly. But yeah, I thought it was gonna be John's, and then Paulo, Petersburg, and what's the other one? I thought it was it was Wordle. But there was Paul, Peter, Frank, and John. I think that's the one I went with, but it was wrong. I guess because it's not Frank with a K. If that was it, that could have been the answer. Oh well. So there's a book that's pretty. I guess it's pretty easy. Opus, tone, volume, work. Just like yeah, a big written piece of content. Yes, there's a book. Then the blue is long things. So long distance, like the sport. Long division, that's just a way of doing math, right? Like, but I should remember. It's just it's a math thing. But let's go to that. Just look at me. I gotta go to Wikipedia for this. Okay, the arithmetic long division is a standard division algorithm for dividing multi-digit Hindu-Arabic numerals. Okay, so it's very complicated way of describing what it is. Is there like a easy way to describe what it is? Okay, maybe this one, mathisfun.com. Okay, make this explanation fun for me, I hope. Okay, below this process is written out in full. We'll often see other. Okay, So it's like that, right? It's like when you have this division, you're gonna go all the way to the end. That's just a long way to divide. More, yeah, right. We should generally just short division the course below. So this is like this is the way I learned in school. So I learned long division in school. So that's that. And then long johns, that's like it's like pajama pants or pajama bottoms. Are they not? Or are they the whole outfit though? Johns. Let's see. I think it's just the bottom half of it though. No, is it the whole? No, it's the whole thing. So the long underwear, also called, oh yeah, it's the whole thing, I think. Two-piece long underwear. Also called long johns or underwear is underwear with long legs and long sleeves. Okay, so it's the whole ensemble. I thought it was maybe just the bottom section, the whole thing, the top and the bottom. It's, long sleeves and so it's long johns. I don't know where John came from. Let's see, is there okay. Reputedly named after the late 19th century heavyweight boxer John L. Sullivan, the company still produces long johns. Okay, so reputedly, we don't really know if that is what it is called, but yeah. But 2004, Michael Quinion, a British etymologist and writer, postulated that the John in the item of apparel may reference to Sullivan, who wore a similar looking garment in the ring. Suspicion is uncertain, and the term's origin is ultimately unknown. It's just, yeah, it's imposed the term is an approximation of the French longeon, which translates to long legs. Okay, that could be it. I kind of like this one. I know that it's fun to the name of the person, but like having it approximated from a foreign language is more fun. Like longeon, I don't know. It's very fun to say. Anyway, long weekend, of course, a weekend where you can only have 2 days, but sometimes you have a holidays on Friday or on Monday, then that gives you more days than the usual Saturday and Sunday, so therefore that's a long weekend. Currently, plus letter. I guess I should have seen it. The Francie thing was kind of nothing really. But yeah, I don't know. Is Francie actually a word in the dictionary? I'm not aware of that. That doesn't look like anything. So it's not really even a word or any Franco, maybe. But even then, I don't know. What would Franco be? Is it a currency as well? Oh, it is a type of currency. The franc of Equatorial Guinea. But also just being like to mean French, like the combining form. Okay, so yeah, Francie, Frankie, whatever. But anyway, it starts with franc, which is a currency. But I don't think do people still use the franc though? Or I think they do. It's just not French don't use francs anymore. Franc. And there's several currency. I think there's still Swiss francs maybe. There's the French franc. Okay, countries using a franc. Or just the one? I'm kidding. So, okay, so as countries, there are quite a lot. A lot of them are I would say, the African countries. A couple of European ones still. Swiss franc, I think that's one I was thinking of, Swiss franc. Uh, Liechtenstein uses Swiss franc. Okay. That's the two European ones I can think. The rest are in Africa, probably because of, I'm guessing, colonization, as is often the case. I guess that. And then rando, which also just means like there's some random person. Parts of the rand, and I believe South Africa uses the rand, but there are also other countries using the rand, not all that. The rand, not the same topic. I mean, I want to look at the currency, but that's fine. South African rand. Oh, okay, so ruby rand, South African coin. Okay, I think there are other countries using the rand though. The surname? No, or is it only South African? I guess so. It is only South Africa. But it is illegal. It is legal to do in the common monetary area member states of Namibia, Lesotho, and Eswatini. Okay, so you can use it there. Also legal tender in Zimbabwe, where it's multiple currency system, which also includes other currencies: Euro, pound sterling, US dollar, and Zimbabwean Zimbabwean gold. I didn't know that there was a thing. Cool. Learning something new about that. And then realm, of course, like a place where you live, an area. Realm, that starts with real, which is like a Brazilian real. Wonk, I guess, kind of like something that's off kilter, off balance. Wonk, starts with won, the South Korean won. And there we go. So yes, that was the one. And then Sin Cities. Okay, Santa Monica, I know. Santa, that's like Spanish, right? Sao Paulo, I suppose the Sao in Sao Paulo refers to Saint. Oops, sorry, I can't spell. Sao Paulo, let's see here. Portuguese for Saint Paul. Okay, makes sense, makes sense. Saint Petersburg, that one's pretty straightforward, but Salvador. El Salvador. El Salvador. I assume that's the one. Okay, etymology. Okay, wait, after the Spanish conquest, the land was divided into the province of San Salvador. There's San Salvador as well. Okay, so maybe that's the one I'm looking at. The Ghost for Jesus. of San Miguel, San Salvador, maybe, but that's that it doesn't exist anymore, right? Oh wait, no, it is. Oh, San Salvador is the capital and largest city of El Salvador. El Salvador. Oh wait, El Salvador is its own country. Okay, so there. See, I thought El Salvador was a part of another country. Oh my god, I feel ridiculous. I'm so sorry to anybody if you're from El Salvador. I'm so sorry. I was just too dumb. Did not realize that El Salvador was its own country. I foolishly, really, genuinely thought El Salvador was a city in another country. I didn't know it was its own country, Central America. But yeah, it's a border on the northeast by Honduras, on the northwest by Guatemala, and on the south by the Pacific Ocean. And it's San Salvador. So that's what it is. So San Salvador is the city, capital city, and El Salvador is the country. So foolish me, and that's what's ultimately kind of screwed me up. It's my own mistake, my own ignorance of geography. So that's my fault there. Okay, I own that. I'm so sorry. I feel silly. Yeah, not the smartest person solving these puzzles, but at least I only made one mistake, fell for the rainbow herring, and then quickly moved on and got through the rest pretty much unscathed. So all right, there we go. Yeah, and then now let's go back to the bonus game, so I can Google this stuff. How many flowers can a bee visit in a day? Let's Google it. Might as well. Might as well. I mean, we already know the answer, but see how accurate is the data still. How many flowers can a bee? Wait, is it visit or pollinate? Visit. Okay, so that might. So they might not pollinate all of them. They just visit them. I don't know. I suppose. Okay, this is from 2018. Saying a single honeybee will typically visit around 7,000 flowers a day. This one from a year ago from some, I don't know where the stats are coming from, but honeybee, 1,000 flowers in a day. Honeybee facts, or honeybee visits 55 flowers during each flowers, several thousand flowers in a day. So, okay, several thousand. World Bee Day 2025, apparently, according to Flowhive US, single was up to 5,000 flowers a day. So it seems to be, I'm looking at these bee facts, 5,000 to 7,000. It's looking like, I don't know what the most accurate is. If any beekeepers, bee enthusiasts are watching this video, please sound off in the comments if you know. What do you think? I mean, or in your experience, how many? Anyway, how do they count? I mean, how do they calculate? I'm guessing they're calculating only by how many flowers these bees are doing per. I mean, per hour, right? Because I mean, how else would they be able to track truly in a day how many they're doing? I don't know how they would do that. I'm sure I could look it up, but I don't have time for that. But okay. So yeah, I will leave a link to how many. This quiz here. It looks like I think it's a daily quiz. I'm not sure about that, but you can. I'll give you a link to it. I'm gonna play more. Ooh, are these just? Oh, these like just old puzzles. They're not even new anymore. Or is the archive only limited to certain days? I don't know. Version of the day 315. I mean, I don't know. But I will share a link in the description for you to try out this game yourself. Let me know if you got the same question as me or if you got a different one. I don't know if the game is still active, but it's fun. It's fun to play. I will say that. Okay, let's take a look at the comments from yesterday's video. All right, Ugly Breeze, you did Slant, Liven, Uncle, and Newly. Ah, good one. We both took slightly longer than usual. Okay. But I doubt you took that long to right? Because you always do it so quickly. Anyway, but the same three letters as you, L-E-N, but it's not expecting the W to be in the mix. Of course, no one expects the W ever, do we? Average 4.3, fail 6%. Okay, still, I mean, it is still a bit of a higher fail rate, isn't it? While we've had trickier solutions recently, such as Umbra and Parka, and average 4.3 is still solidly above the Wordle mean of 3.9. Yeah, it's a bit hard, isn't it? But I thought it would have been more than 4.3, but maybe some people got it better. Yeah, the main difficulty is having a W directly following the E, which sounds awkward when you say it in your mind. Ew. Indeed. Ewly. Yeah. Like grossly. We could do that. We could start a new word. The absence of traps paired with a low average skill score of 79 indicates that players are simply giving up and guessing obscure non-answer words instead. If it weren't for the commonness of the other letters, this one would have experienced a sub 90 solve rate for sure. I see. Okay, so it was just common letters, so they end up, but people were struggling. Anyway, to sort of get what this word is, right? I understand the formation of the word is odd, so get people a bit like me as well. Edward, you did Tread, Scion, Penny, and Newly. That's a really good 4. Awesome. You chose pizza because you craved it. If I went by that strategy, it would be my starting word every day. You're craving pizza every day. Yeah, Edward, I think you have a pizza problem. You have a piece of a problem if you have a pizza problem. Although really not the worst problem to have. I mean, of all the things you could be kind of like obsessed about, pizza is not too bad. I mean, yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna get pizza tomorrow. I didn't get it today because It just wasn't in the cards for me today with the things going on with my dinner. So no pizza today. But I'm really thinking about it. So I think I mean maybe I should have done pizza this today as my starting word. But I'm glad I didn't because I solved it in like three. So I'm glad I didn't choose pizza as my starting word again today. That's good. But I think I will be getting pizza tomorrow, and we'll see. Yeah. If the letter randomizer comes up tomorrow and gives me P for tomorrow's Wordle, and I do eat a pizza tomorrow, I think I will use pizza again as my starting word. But we'll see. No promises. I might change my mind. But yeah. There's difficulty 3 out of 5. The purple category had me stumped for a while. I found it rather fitting that keyed was the word that finally caught my K-eyed. I see what you did there. I see what you saw what you saw what you did there. Okay, so I swear if I had your purple vision, I'd be unstoppable. Of course, you're like a connections fiend. You're so good at that. Yeah, if you had purple, you wouldn't enjoy playing the puzzle anyway, because you'd be like, this stuff is too easy, and you just like where's the challenge? And you just get lost and go, right? Exactly. Well, the games will be fun if I saw them in a minute every day. I don't know. Good question. And yes, that aha moment was particularly satisfying today. Interestingly, I hesitated on rhyme scheme. Same here, along with a lot of others. Yeah, like I'm used to it being called rhyming scheme, but I figured rhyme scheme close enough. I would try it and just see how it worked. One of the most common mistakes is trying a different answer in its place. I thought it was just me. I thought the detective movies was kind of lame. Unless I'm missing something, they were just more random films. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure too. Any film enthusiast can comment on that, but I also thought it was just. I mean, I guess like they're pretty famous detective movies, if one can say that, but there are also plenty others. Maybe it would have been better if they did a certain decade, because I mean, like, come on, 50s and 60s, didn't they have like a slew of detective movies? I don't know how famous they all were, but those were like the mystery thriller kind of. That was the time for mystery movies, was it not? I don't know, but yeah, or at least those are like similar name theme, maybe I don't know. You think they come up with one or two that seem like they could go in one of the other connections? True, I guess. In Red Harry, I doubt anyone would mistake C Hinatao N for a body part. Yeah. Oh, you didn't know Hinatao is actually it's one of the ligaments. You didn't know that? Okay. I mean I understand you're not a doctor, so maybe you might not know that. But if you open up the book, I'm kidding. Yeah. I mean I agree. I like what you said there. Okay, puzzle pass crossword 1 minute 2 seconds. That's really speedy. Good job. Good job. You're undeniably faster than I do at crosswords. That was back then. I mean I'm rusty. So yeah. So even though I did not come in at under a minute, I'll take it head to head. I'd be lucky to come out on top 1 in 20 times. Good thing nobody ever plays crosswords head to head. I mean, I know there are like crossword competitions, but nobody ever does 1-to-1, do they? They do like a. I think I've seen crossword competitions where like they give you all the same crossword, like in a room full of people, and then you all try to solve it the fastest, and then a couple of those win and qualify. But they never do like one-on-one like battles. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Would anybody watch that? Will only us nerds watch this kind of thing, like 1-to-1 live battle solving a crossword? I don't know. Okay, PW Miles 56. Hello. You did Wordle 17875 5 out of 6. Okay, yeah, same there, right? I had to try vowels, then common consonants. Okay, use evals, they're part of the fun. I also love evals. Exactly. Sometimes the problem is that my brain gets excited and I just go with whatever word that pops to my mind without really thinking about using an eval. And sometimes I do regret it because I reach a point where I'm like, oh shoot, I should have done an eval much earlier, not fiddle around. And I regret that, but but yeah. Okay, so we started with elope. That was a good one. To get you the L and the E. And then anyway, and you also narrowed down where the E was gonna be because you put it in two spots, so that really did help you. And then so you got that with least, you got L. You can try and place the L there a bit hard. Gilead. How do you say that word? I don't know. Okay. Gelit, maybe? Reminds me of eyelid. It's not. Oh wait. I think. Gelit. Gelit. Okay, so like extremely cold, icy, gelit water. I meant a gelit reserve. Icy reserve. Gelidity, gelidly. This is a new word, and I love learning it. This is so fun to say. Gelit. Gel it much? No, I mean, okay, anyway, but really cool. Churn, that was your eval. Okay, nice, that was a good one. And it did not give you the W, but I think it gave you the N, right? And that was good enough because then you got the N and placing the E and then knowing that the L was going to be somewhere else, that gave you that N5. So good one. Getting there in the end with some logicking, moving things around. All right, Clara, you just solved the same 1 minute, 24 seconds. Okay, I think kind of about the same as me, I think. Been a minute since the crossword. Yeah, and you did it in literally a minute and a bit. Right. Errors feels a lot different to blunders. Errors is one mistake, blunder is big in my mind. True, yeah, I would say you're right. I mean, blunder feels like it's like, oh man, you really goofed up, right? Let's see here. Okay. Well, to make a mistake through stupidity, ignorance, or carelessness, A gross error. Yeah, so you see like a costly, a gross error. So it could be that. But I guess the interesting thing is I feel like, okay, look, if you look at the dictionary, again, I'm not trying to defend the dictionary or defend the crossword, but because I do agree with you, but it is interesting that what they consider a blunder, a noun, would be it is a gross error mistake. So a blunder, a noun, is something that is a huge mistake. But to blunder, like the verb, which we were going for the verb because airs, right? Like airs. I don't remember what the clue was. Was the clue blunders, like verb, or was it like make a blunder? Because then that would be like make a noun. That yeah, air is like not that's more of a smaller thing. But if we're talking about the verbs, then air and blunder do seem to match because it's just making a mistake, a careless one or any kind of mistake, an error perhaps, but not necessarily big or small. But a blunder itself, the noun is actually a big mistake. So I thought that was interesting. That's all. I don't remember what the clue was. I'd have to watch it back. I don't remember. I'm not gonna do that, but I agree that that. Okay. I don't mean to sound on the rest now. How hers is one of the match. If people can be straight. That is seriously so funny. Okay. I forgot that you were thinking match pair like a couple or something. I don't know. I was thinking, well, in the way, I guess I was thinking kind of similar, but I was thinking of like, how do you know, like when people sell those things in the store, like the household item store, like his and hers towels, which I guess you're right. It does go along with people, straight people being, a couple, and then that's why they have his and hers towels, his and hers, I don't know, whatever, like merchandise or T-shirts. I just kind of forgot that that's what that meant. I just was thinking of the merch. I wasn't even thinking about that being a couple or anything. But obviously, that's what it comes from, and that's why they have his and hers stuff. You wouldn't get his and hers if you're a brother and sister, right? That would just be weird. But yeah, it obviously means like connected in that way, in a romantic way, or at least living together way, not necessarily, but not familial. Right, I think say that. But okay. I love that comment. So funny, really. Thank you so much, everyone, for your comments. I will leave a link to how many in the description for you to try yourself. Let me know how I did for Wordle and connections as well. Thanks so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.